This is Andy's All Access, and welcome to my garage. This is my 2020 G63 by Mercedes Benz. I've owned this 2020 G-Wagon now for about 6 months. I'm going to give you my unbiased review of the exterior, the interior, and how it drives. So let's go.
Try not to hold me down, feeling like when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down, feeling like when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars, I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me, no, nothing can break me.
I never liked the G-Wagon until they came out with this one. I drove an 18. I didn't like the way it drove. It drove a lot like a Jeep, which I didn't like on the highway. It didn't really feel sturdy and like didn't give me any confidence while I was driving. So then a friend of mine said, you got to drive the new one. So I drove the 20 and I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Then I went to find one and it was like $30,000 to $50,000 above sticker. So I was like, I'm not paying above sticker. Plus I had the Lamborghini Urus, or as you fancy people call it, Urus. And that was a pretty cool truck, but I felt that was a little feminine. So a friend of mine found me this one at MSRP, so I picked it up. I wasn't really in love with the light colored interior and this light wood, but I gotta tell you, this is one of the classiest cars I've ever had. This truck comes stock with 577 horsepower. I had it tuned, so now it's up to 660 horsepower. Big difference. Stock torque on this truck is 627 foot-pounds of torque. I now have 730 foot-pounds of torque, which makes a huge difference going 0 to 60. One of the features I don't like about this truck is it has lane departure assist. So sometimes you're driving and it decides when it wants to too, to keep you in the lane, and it jerks the steering wheel. So like now, it's not gonna work. So it's not keeping me in the lane, so let me go right out of the lane. But sometimes it jerks you back in the lane. It's very odd. I don't like it at all. I hold this button here in the left corner and it turns it off. See where it says off? And then I like it a lot better. This car was equipped with active multi-contour massage seats, which means not only can you get a massage while you're driving, but when you make a right and your body moves left, the left bolster pushes up against you to keep you in place. When you make a left, the right bolster pushes up against you to keep you in place in both the seat and the side. It's like a spa in here. I'm gonna get a hot, relaxing massage on my back right here. Bam. Oh, hey. Whoa. Whole back of the seat's moving and getting hot. I have the upgraded Burmester surround sound system, which sounds amazing.
She was crazy, right? And I approached baby like, Mom, what's your Asian type? She looked at me and said, you's a baby, right?
This truck comes with a 9-speed dual clutch paddle shift transmission. Not only does this truck drive beautifully on road, but it has 3 locking differentials for when you want to go off-roading. This truck is an off-roading beast. So I'm driving around the little water retention pond in front of my neighborhood. A little bit on a slant, but not too crazy. Just to see how this thing goes off-roading. So it's not too bad. We're not really off-roading, but this is wet and everything, so. You hear that? I'm gonna have to lock up some differentials. This truck has 5 different modes. We have slippery mode, individual mode that you can customize, comfort mode for a real comfortable ride, sport mode, and then sport mode plus. Let's talk about the infotainment system. Very simple to use. You have a nice dial here to turn back and forth and then push down for what you want. So here we go. We have navigation. Boom. We can go back. I can pick radio. Boom. Everything here is self-explanatory. You can go over here and do everything. It's pretty easy to use. Fix the sounds, change the sound. Pretty nice. We have the media, which you can hook up your phone to. We have the phone. You click down here. Here's your phone. And you can move over this way and pick all the different things. And then we have connect. It's all, connection stuff. And then we have vehicle, which here's where you can customize your vehicle, climate control, dynamic select, all the light settings, the seats. You can do a whole bunch of stuff in here, which is pretty cool. Vehicle settings, the operator manual's in there, so that's pretty cool. Then you have settings, system settings actually. So for all your displays, input, audio, connectivity, your Bluetooth devices, command touch, you fix your time and date, you change your language. Hello. It's got two nice cup holders at the front, and guess what else it has? Has a space for the key. How come everyone knows this but Lamborghini? Even Ferrari knows that there's a space for a key. Mercedes knows a space for a key. Audi knows space for a key. Was Lamborghini holding the door when they giving out the key spaces? Maybe. So this is your dynamic mode. This is where you pick your sport mode, sport plus. This is to change it to manual transmission. This is for your shocks to make them stiffer. This is to turn the traction control off. Then you have the volume button over here for the stereo, and this also turns your screen off. Exhaust gets lower, louder. This is for your parking cameras. That's to hit when you go in low range. This is the home button to take you back home, and this is the back button. And this is one of those keypads that you can draw on and write, like for the phone and stuff you want to do with the home button and the back button as well. So it's pretty easy to use everything right here. So Mercedes likes to put an IWC clock in here, and then people who don't like to use the middle where you turn and use the screen, you can push navigation here, radio, media, telephone. I can't see what that is. Something to do with a car. And then the hazards. Up here is your all your temperature controls. This raises the temperature down to low or 60 and goes 61, 62. This to decide where you want the air to blow, in your face, your feet. This is the fan speed, so we can make it fast up to 7. Whoa, it's windy in here! Turn it down. This did auto, so you want 60, just keep it at 60. This is the front defogger. This is to go to the menu. This is your rear defogger. This is your AC. This is to circulate the inside air around so the air is cleaner, less pollen, and less humidity. And this is your deciding where you want the defogger in the front to be, actually no, this is for the passenger to decide where they want the air conditioner or the heat to blow at their feet, their face, wherever, and this is their temperature control over there. And these are the 3 locking differentials, which is pretty cool. And the vents are really nice. They're like, you want to turn it off, you twist it like that. Here's one of the things I don't like. I like to keep the air circulation button on. Every time you get in the truck, you have to put it on, and after sometimes 15, 20, 25 minutes, this goes off by itself and your ears pop like you're in an airplane. I have my settings set. I have my seat set, so I figure when I set my seat, it'll set that. It does not set that. You have to turn this on every time, and it goes off by itself. I don't like that. It has a really nice sunroof. Nice. Okay, everybody, let's get into the back seat and see if it's comfortable or not. So that's where my seat usually is. Like I said, I'm like a 5'9", but I keep my seat far back for some reason. Look, I still got the plastic on the safety belt back here. Isn't that nice? So I'm gonna strap myself in. I got plenty of room. Sits up nice. I think I can move the back up and down here. We got a little storage here. We have the air conditioning back here, dual zone air conditioning. In the middle here we have a center console that has cup holders in it. Very nice. I like it. And here's the door. Nice speakers. Heat in the seat in the back. Let me check out the middle. Just see if it really fits 3 people, which it does. I've had 3 people in here before. Where the second, third seat is here. Let me see how. It goes in easy too. It's a little opening here, has an ashtray and a cigarette lighter. Here's your USB. Pretty cool. So I'm sitting in the middle and there's plenty of room. There's room for 2 people next to me. So it's definitely a 5-passenger vehicle. I've had 5 people in it numerous times, even more than 5. Throw one of the kids in the back. Not safe, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You know what's pretty cool? There's 2 speakers back here. I didn't notice that before. There's plenty of room back here for stuff. It's pretty nice. Just look how beautiful this 2020 G-Wagon is. It's a G63, it's got plenty of power. The outside is beautiful. It's an acquired taste for some people because it's square and people are like, oh, it looks like a Jeep, it looks like a square. It's supposed to be square. It's supposed to be simple, yet very refined. And that's what this car is, a simple looking car, but very refined. Everything about the car is refined. Listen to these doors. Listen to this. You have to slam them like that. If you close them easy, actually that one closed this time. Usually you have to slam them really hard. But typically when you close the door, easy. Oh, it's working today. Whatever, but typically you gotta close them hard. I guess I'm a fool. So the AMG cars like this is an AMG G63. If you look right here, one person built this engine. You can't really read his or her name, but only one person built this whole engine. Now, it doesn't go down an assembly line. 2 hands, one person's hand builds this engine, and that's it. Which is pretty cool. And then they signed it, which is cool. The exhaust tips come out the side of the car on both sides. They come right in front of the back wheel on the right side and the left side. Let's start this baby up. Hey, I'm up here. Listen, this is my 2020 G63. If you like this video, please click like and subscribe. And I'm looking forward to showing you some more of my cars and some other people's cars. Stay tuned. Andy out.